All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wabram. You're back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Rakakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai by their faith. Just got another lesson I want to bring out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. As we get closer and closer to the end of Esau's kingdom, we're entering into the time of Jacob's trouble full force, man. And you're going to see the implementation of the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. And it's very, very close, man. And the devil is going to show his horns, man. And you have to get prepared mentally and spiritually for the events that we're finna go through. A time like no other on the face of the earth, man. So let's get right into it, man. You're gonna see this devil. The devil is quoting his number, man, and he's showing you he's finna come out with his MOTB and implement his NWO, man. So check it out.
Than almost any administration could accomplish in 8 years, and we're going to have a lot of good 6 months left. We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, so we'll keep going, and we're going to really do something.
We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, so we'll keep going.
We achieved more in 6 months than almost any administration could accomplish in 8 years, and we're going to have a lot of good 6 months left. We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, so we'll keep going, and we're going to really do something.
We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, so we'll keep going.
We achieved more in 6 months than almost any administration could accomplish in 8 years, and we're going to have a lot of good 6 months left. We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, so we'll keep going, and
so you see the subliminals.
We're going to really do something.
We're going to have a...
So you see the subliminals, man, and they're telling you this is it, the beast system. It's being set up right before your eyes, man. So no one is going to be able to deny what's coming because it's already here. So when they really roll it out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we're not going to be shook because we knew this was coming. We've seen it before it happened, and we're prepared mentally and spiritually. But 2/3 of our people is finna hit them like a freight train. And they set it up where he's going to go into it, but you're not going to be able to receive a check from the government anymore. And this is going to cause a lot of jakes to get that MOTB, man, which is the RFID microchip, man. And let him go into it.
Increases to Social Security for everybody across the board, including retirement. SSI, SSDI is now being proposed in a bill that is being reintroduced by none other than Bernie Sanders. I'm going to play for you the video clip that just came out a couple days ago, and you're going to hear him say, listen, we live in the wealthiest nation in America, and we have seniors, those that are retired, that have paid into the system their entire lives, living in poverty. It is not right. We need to fix Social Security, improve the system, and increase the benefits. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with Bernie Sanders? It's time to make some drastic changes to Social Security. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, yes or no. But take a look at some of the articles that have been coming out just in the past month or so as $2,400 increase in Social Security benefits proposed. This is Bernie Sanders' bill. We saw him propose this before, and they are saying that, hey, it is simply not enough. The cost of living adjustment and the things being done for Social Security is great, but more needs to happen. And take a look. This actually back in May here, you can see from the Senior Citizens League promoting Bernie Sanders' bill, legislative update. The new bills could increase benefits by $2,400 and eliminate taxes on benefits. And that's an elimination for everybody with this legislation they're proposing. Now, Bernie Sanders is not the first person to mention this. Take a look. You'll recall back in 2020, Joe Biden ran his campaign saying, we should also increase monthly Social Security checks by $200 per month. That's $2,400 a year, as proposed in the legislation by Bernie Sanders, as proposed by Senators Wyden and colleagues. Seniors and people with disabilities are uniquely at risk right now, and a lot of people said yes. They would love to see this, but it never came to fruition under the Biden administration. Now we're seeing what reforms will take place with Donald Trump in office. And take a look at this, just coming out a couple days ago. They're saying there's a Trump bump that is coming for Social Security, is being forecast into the Social Security 2026 cost of living adjustment, or COLA, that annual increase. They're saying it is starting to go up. Here's how much extra you might get. Now, the projections are underway right now. We're waiting for the third quarter results of inflation increases to see how much that COLA will actually be. I'll keep you up to date on that. But take a look. They're saying 2026 Social Security COLA forecast rises again as the Trump tariffs fuel inflation. They are saying that those tariffs that are being put in place, those are sparking the fuel for the increase right now for potential inflation and increases to that cost of living adjustment. And one of the things that just passed in that big, beautiful bill, the 2025 tax bill, an additional $6,000 deduction for seniors, simplified. And I've covered this in detail for you in previous live streams as we're seeing that did pass. And so they are saying that about almost 90% now of seniors that collect Social Security, you will pay no taxes on the benefits that you collect. Now, there's still about 10% there. Donald Trump wanted to eliminate it across the board for everyone. A lot of people were on board with that, loved the idea, the concept.
So they're setting up the web, making it beneficial. If you're gonna take the MOTB, you're gonna get more benefits, because they're gonna make it where your SSI, food stamps, SSI and Social Security is the same thing. Even government, military, retired people that's getting checks from the government, they're going to be presented with this mark. Everyone that's getting benefits from the government or a check from the government is going to be presented with this mark, and that's the only way you're going to be able to function in this man's society. Now, we've been learning this from the apostles and elders for many years, and we've seen it come to pass. And this is not far off, man. They're looking at like 3 months from now, in October, this thing really kicking off. So you're going to start seeing a lot of advertisements, and you're going to see a lot of people promoting it. And it's coming very fast, man. Like I said, this man's going to go into it, but it's here. It's not a far off. And they're going to present this thing very, very soon. And you have no choice but to take it or be deemed outcast. So let's get into it.
Well, they've figured out every angle to this. They're going to create a huge demand for it, and people are going to be forced to use it. Here, I know you're thinking now, well, how can I be forced to use it? And by the way, this starts in October of this year, October 2025. I forget the name of the bill. It's 147 something something. It passed back in March, where the government's going cashless. Welfare will be on it, Social Security payments, tax refunds, fines. I'm sure they're actually going to put property taxes on it, where you can't actually like write a check out of your bank account. No, you're going to have to use stablecoin. And I'm going to call it what it actually should be called, slave coin, the SC, slave coin. Government's going cashless. Federal government's not going to issue checks any longer ASAP. This, by the way, is happening up in Canada, it's happening in the USA, it's happening in Australia. This is so bad and so incredibly evil. And this is not a hyperbolic statement. I can't stand hyperbolic statements. Can't stand it.
So there you have it. The government is going cashless. So no checks going to be given out. And they say they're creating a demand for it. That's why they're going to give you benefits. That's why I played that video with Bernie Sanders puts in this bill to make it a demand for it. If people say they get more money, and then it's all going to be programmed. So they give you more money to take it. So they're going to promote it and make you, basically make you want it, because it's going to be so much better for you to function in society. And I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody done heard that. He's going to say it too, but you're going to be able to you ain't going to have to use your passwords anymore. Unlock your car, your tap to go payments. Like I said, the banking system is going to be on it. Your medical information is going to be on it. Everything that you use based on a day-to-day is going to be on it, man. It's going to be on it. And a lot of Jake don't like these lessons when you go into the MOTB, because they feel like it's a continual harping on it. But this is the only prophecy that you're going to have to experience one-on-one. And that's the reason why it's so important. You have to hammer these lessons home when it concerns prophecy at this magnitude, man. Because these are the last two major prophecies to happen, man. World War III and the MOTB. And this is what we're patiently waiting on, because we know when these things happen, Yahweh Shah is going to crack the clouds, man. And check this out.
I can access all kinds of things with my implants from home, office, log in on the computer, start the car, make payments, being able to access all kinds of secure websites with better security than any password could offer me. Everybody has their phone, wallet, and keys, and those are the three things you need for life and society. But that is a burden to manage, and I've gotten rid of 1/3 of that burden. So here we are at my favorite Thai place. So I've ordered a coffee, and I'm going to do a tap to pay. Thank you. I'll put that here. Perfect. I mean, you saw how fast it was. Super convenient.
And see, this is on New York Post, man. It says NY Next. New York Post, man. So it's going to start being promoted, and you're going to see how convenient they're going to make it to you, man. It's going to hit you on a major scale, because a lot of celebrities are going to be promoting it. All the rebates they're going to give you for taking it. So they got you hooked, line, and sinker, man, if you know about fishing. And the only ones that's going to really pay attention and take heed to these lessons are the hopeful elect, man, the house of faith, the house of mourning. And this is really all we are searching for, is the elect, man. Everyone else look at the videos for entertainment purposes and not taking heed to it. They're going to be caught off guard, because all these lessons going into the MOTB is going to be taken off YouTube, man. I can't say when, but you gotta think, if they're going to promote it at a level they're going to promote it, they won't have anyone that's saying it's a bad thing, man, or denying it. They won't have that. They won't have that on their platforms, man, because they want you to take it. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh Bashem shall answer me and said, write the vision and make it plain." See that? The vision is already written for us. And what we're doing is making it plain now, for people to understand. This is the MOTB. This is what they're going to present to you. This is what's going to get you in that nuclear soup. It says, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. See, we're running. We know what plain is clear, and plain and clear, man. We're not sugarcoating like IUIC or ISUPK or any Israelite group is not saying it's the MOT. The MOTB is not the RFID CHIP. So we're running and telling you exactly what it is, so you won't be confused when that time comes. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time." See that? The vision is yet for an appointed time. We're at that time, man. That the vision is speaking. He says, "But at the end it shall speak." See, we're at the end, and that vision is speaking. The last major prophecy is speaking, man. Because the one that comes after this prophecy here, the MOTB, which is the mark, is nuclear destruction. "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie." See that? You can't deny this. This is what this man is doing, man. He's going to chip and dip you if you take it. It says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it. See that? It tarry. It's like it took for a long time, but it's finally here. And they're saying it's going to come in October, man. So we got 3 months for it to happen, man. And not even really 3 months, because it's the end of this month. July is damn near over. So really 2 months. It says, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And see, we surely seeing it coming, man. Without a shadow of a doubt, man. The MOTB is at the door, man. Behold, his soul. We ain't gonna go into that. Well, I can. It says, behold, his soul is lifted up. It is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. And that's plain, man. We know Esau is lifted up, man. And we, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, are going to live through faith, man. We see it coming. This prophecy is speaking. And we're making it plain for anyone that is of the elect for them to understand and see. This is it. We're blowing the trumpet. 2/3 of our people, man, forget about them. And they ain't going to get it. But we have to bring this out, man, constantly, because this is it. It's not no do-over. It's not going to be a do-over, a timeout. Let me think about it. It's not going to be. You're not going to have that freedom to do. You're either going to take it or they're going to put you to death, man. This is 2 Peter 3 and verse 9. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not slack concerning his promise. See that? The Lord promised us he's going to return. And these prophecies have to happen before he returns. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish. See that? That any should perish. That's why we're making it plain for you not to take it, man. But all should come to repentance. See that? Repent to the Lord, and the Lord will put the spirit on you not to take it, man. Lord willing, I'm a part of those men and women that the Lord put the spirit on not to take it. If it means our lives, man. So the Lord promised us he was going to return, and we know that these prophecies have to happen before the Lord's return, man. We're at the end, man. There's no denying it. There's no denying it, man. Anyone denying we at the end truly don't know what's going on in the world, man. Everything is moving to one thing, man. Cashless society, digital currency. The whole world is moving that way. This is Ezekiel 7 and verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua came unto me, saying, also thou son of man, thou sayest, it says, thou sayest Yahweh Shem Yahushua power unto the land of Israel. The end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And see, the Lord is going to judge 2/3 of our people, man. They're not seeing the end, man. I had went to the bank today, man. I was speaking to a lady in there. She's I've been knowing the lady since I've been started that bank account. But she always have like church music and church. She'd like be looking at church in her telephone because she works in the bank. She's like I don't know what you call her job, but anyway, the point is she was talking about the MOTB, and she's openly a Christian, and I know that she knows that they ain't talking about this at the church. But she reads the scriptures, man. So she has an inkling of the truth, but she don't understand it fully. But she knows that the digital currency, the digital cash is going to lead to what Revelation 13, 16 through 18 is saying, man. And she didn't tell me the scripture. I told her the scripture, but she said the mark of the beast. So like I said, she has an inkling of the truth, but not according to knowledge, man, because she's not been taught the truth. But the thing is, everybody is understanding the times we're in, man. They're understanding the times we're in, man. And even if you're not in this truth, man, you're going to know that this is the MOTB, man. But the thing is, people are going to take it because they're not going to have any other choice. And they're going to have that protection from on high for them not to take it. And that's what the Lord is covering the hopeful elect with. And that's the reason why we constantly go hard, making our calling and election sure. Verse 3, it says, now the end is come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all the abominations. It says, and my eyes shall not spare thee, nor will I have pity. And that's plain and clear, man. If you take it, the Lord is not going to spare you. He's not going to have pity. He says, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. So these people are going to soon know this is the Lord, man. This is the hand of the Lord, man. Like I said, like I said, these Christians are going to start to understand now what those Israelites were saying was the truth, man. But it's going to be a lot. It's going to be too late, man. That's why we continue to say, get it now, man, before the evil days come. The scriptures say that. I ain't going to say we, but the scriptures say that. Was it Isaiah 55, man? Verse 5, it says, thus say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and evil and only evil is, behold, is come. And that's the MOTB, man. It's the evil times are coming. Because it's going to be a famine. It's also going to be pestilence, man. Plagues, different diseases. We're at the door of all trouble, man. It says, and end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. And that's the point, man. That evil has come, man. And that's why we continue to blow in his trumpet. The morning is come upon thee. It's like the morning has come unto thee. O thou that dwellest in the land, the time is come, the day of trouble is near. Plain. That day of trouble is very close, man. And not a sound again of the mountains. Now will I pour out my fury upon thee and accomplish my anger upon thee. And that's 2/3 of our people, man. And the heathen nations. The Lord is going to pour out his wrath upon these heathen nations and our people, man. And that's soon, man. And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. It says, and my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And that's plain. The Lord is not going to spare you, and he's not going to have pity upon you, man. I will recompense thee according to thy ways, and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that smiteth thee. And you're going to know that this is the hand of the Lord, man. You're going to know this is the hand of the Lord, man, because it's coming fast, man. Destruction is at the door of World War III. But this MOTB is going to get the people stirred up, man. It's going to cause a civil war, race war, class war. It's going to cause all of that, man. Dropping down to verse 14, it says, they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready. And that's what we constantly doing, man. Blowing the trumpet to make all you Israelites ready, man. It says, but none goeth to the battle. See, no one is preparing themselves, but the elect is. It says, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. And that's what's coming, man. The sword, pestilence, and famine. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. So you're going to see this time that we're coming into, man. All hell breaking loose, man. People at each other's throat, man. Sicknesses, people dying left and right, man. So just alone, you can just tell that they've been putting these stars to death. Shit, with Hulk Hogan, Malcolm, I forgot his last name. From the Cosby Show, was it Ozzy Osbourne? These all I can't say for sure, but you can just tell that they dying back to back to back to back. It was also a jazz musician. He just passed. So it's a lot of these celebrities that they was older, but they've been put to death, man, left and right, man, by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And these might be rituals or whatever, but the point is, they're dropping off. They're dropping off. Verse 16, it says, but they that escape of them shall escape. See that? They that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountain like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning, every one for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them. And shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. And that's what's coming, man. The money that you have in the bank is going to be taken away. That's what's going to cause the civil unrest, man. It says, their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So you worried about money, worried about doing this, or worried about doing that. That's not going to save you in the time of wrath, man. The only thing that's going to save you is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That spirit that the Lord gave us to continue to endure to the end, man. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowls, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. And see, this is a stumbling block. Everyone thinking, well, I can just get this money, man. I can turn everything around. America can come back if all these different sayings that people basically look forward to, man, because like, well, I can get crypto and I'll be okay, and I can cover my assets and all this shit, man. This place is truly finished, man. And it's a stumbling block. And money is going to be a stumbling block for a lot of our people, man, because they're going to take the MOTB because they're going to want to preserve their lives here in Babylon the Great, man. They're not going to want to be off the grid or be able to fend for themselves through the Spirit of the Lord, man. The angels are going to guide the men and the women and the children to salvation, man. The Lord is going to guide them. And this is where our faith is going to have to be turned up to the highest level, because these people are going to look for money. And when they lose all they have, they're going to lose it, man. Knowing your mortgage payment has to be paid with the MOTB. You're going to have to leave your house. Your car payment, might come and repossess your car. Shit, everything you possess, you make a payment on, man. You understand you're going to lose it all. And money is going to be a stumbling block because a lot of people are not going to be able to have that faith that the Lord is going to turn up in the hopeful elect to endure to the end. A lot of people are going to get weak. Even the people that's in the faith, man. Even the Israelites that's in this faith. All going to start getting weak. When they see that they can't eat. They can't feed their family, feed their baby. Or have a place to stay. This is what we're tuning up, fine-tuning in our spirits right now, man. To understand we're going to lose it all, man. But we're going to gain Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. See, what we're doing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is laboring for the Lord, man. And our people are not making account of that. They're not taking heed to what we're doing on the highways and byways, even on YouTube, man. On all your social medias, they're not taking heed to it, man. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed the strangers of his salvation. See, they're going to be in terrible fear when the elect start being beamed up. They're going to be in terrible fear because they're going to see those missiles coming down as we're being beamed up. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. It says, so far beyond all that they look for. See, they're not looking for the Lord to come back with what the world called UFOs to save the elect, men and women that took heed to his word. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools counted his life madness. See that? They said, well, on the highways and byways, that's crazy, man. That's madness. I would never do that. I can be doing something else with my time. Not knowing we're losing the world to gain Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. He says, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of power? See that? What we're doing is punching our ticket to be a part of the elect men and women, man. And they're going to say, how is he numbered among the children of power? And his lot as among the saints. See that? You're going to be a part of the saints, man. Those that receive salvation. He says, therefore have we erred from the way of truth. See that? They didn't know the way of truth. As we brung it out to them, they didn't take heed to it, man. They put it off. They threw it away. And this is what they're going to say, man. Therefore, we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us. See, that spirit never came to them, man, because they didn't want it. They didn't take heed to it. and the Son of righteousness rose not upon us. See, they didn't never receive the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Comforter. We worried ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. See that we went in the way of wickedness and destruction, man. Instead of taking heed to these brothers that's preaching and prophesying constantly to us, man. Yea, we have gone through deserts. See, no hope, nothing. It says where there was no way. See, they didn't have no way, nothing, man. You going on in you living this what you call it this cycle of life, man. Going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, paying your bills, eating, going to sleep. It's an endless cycle, man. The same exact thing, man. It says where there lay no way, but as for the way of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, we have not known it, and that's the point, man. Instead of taking heed to the men of the Lord, you didn't. And that's why the judgment is going to be so harsh upon 2/3 of our people, man. Because they seen us on the highways and byways. They heard the word going out. And they're going to be terribly afraid of the destruction that's coming, man. Because they're going to take that MOTB, which we constantly bring out lessons warning them not to do. Verse 8, it says, what hath pride profited us? See that? That's what they're going to say. What have pride profited us? We didn't want to listen to them. They didn't have a church. They didn't have a building. They were wearing dresses. They was screaming at the top of their lungs. They called a white man a devil. All these things going to come back in their mind, man. And that's because of their pride, man. It says, what have pride profited us? Or what good have riches? See that? They're going to go for these riches that Esau going to present to them, man. They're going to have rebates and stuff. If you get the MOTB, you're going to get a $500 bonus or $10,000, whatever they come with. This is what's going to be presented to you, man. What good have riches with our vaunting brought us? All these things are passed away like a shadow. See that? It's going to go all fade away, man, very quick. And as a post that hasteth by. And as a ship that passeth over the waves of water, which when is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found. See that? Once this truth goes up the highways and byways, you're not going to be able to find the men of the Lord anymore, man. It's over with. That's why we continue to bring this word out every day, if possible, man. Neither pathway of the Nile in the waves. So you're not going to have a trace of the men of the Lord, man. You ain't going to know how to get to on the path of righteousness to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. The Lord is going to wipe it all away, man. Even his internet, man, is going to go out. It's going to go down, man. Because like I said before, they can't have these lessons going up telling you not to take the MOTB, and these stay up, because they're going to think you're going to be influenced by the men of the Lord, man. So they're going to get rid of all this, man. And that's what we're telling you, man. They're going to get rid of all of this. And that path, like Ezra just explained to you, when you see that ship, once the ship go by, you see the track of it, it's over with after that, man. It's all washed away. That's what's soon finna happen to 2/3 of our people. They don't want to find the path that we're on. It's all going to be washed away, man. It's all going to be washed away. This is Revelations 14, in verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. See that? If anyone, and that's what we warn you of, man. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of power, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take the MOTB, you're going to be saved for the nuclear destruction, man. You're going to be saved to be destroyed, man, with nuclear fire in the presence of the Lord and in the presence of the angels, man. And your spirit gonna stay in that flesh for you to feel the wrath of the Lord, man. For your spirit to be tormented, man. Your flesh to be tormented. This is coming fast, man. This is not something far off, man. They talking like 2 months, and they're gonna implement this MOTB, man. Verse 11 again, it says, "And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name." See that? If you see this man's mark, you're going to be counted with destruction, man. Here's the patient of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of power and the faith of Yahweh Shai. This is what the saints are patiently waiting on, man. The Lord to return. Because salvation is coming through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. This is Revelation 15 and verse 2. It says, "And I saw as it were a sea." Let me slow down. He said, "I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that got the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name." And that's what we wanted to do, man. This is the whole point of this truth right now, man. Is making it past this man's mark, name, image. This is all we're fighting for, man. This is what's coming, man. This is the next big thing. And we want to get the victory over these things, man. Standing on a sea of glass, having the harps of power, man. That's the point of this truth right now, man. The Lord gave us this truth for us to make it past all the stumbling blocks, man. A test of our faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So Lord willing was edifying. I'm in it there. Shalom. Shalom.